Hello, I'm Kirsten Edwards, and this is News 6 coming from Kenwood Elementary School in Bowling Green, Ohio. This is a community with a fine state university. The public schools of Bowling Green and the state university share the resources. We are proud of it. Our theme for this program is Education and Recreation Make Bowling Green a Great Sensation. Our first story is about Grandparents' Day. Our Ann Smith has this report.
Every spring, Kenwood Elementary School holds a Grandparents' Day. Grandparents come from many regions. A prize is rewarded to the grandparent who comes from the farthest distance. They have come from as far as Beirut, Lebanon. The grandparents visit together in the gymnasium, then go to the classrooms with their grandchildren, and later eat lunch with them. Some children who may not have grandparents living or who cannot come adopt other grandparents throughout the city. The relationship between grandparent and grandchildren is a special one. These generations have much love and concern for one another. It is hard to say who is the proudest. Let's hear what an adopted 92-year-old grandparent has to say. Our Dan Hansen has an interview with Mr. William Jordan.
Mr. Jordan, I understand that you're into painting and rug making. Could you tell us a little about your work?
Well, my rugs, I got started in hooking rugs. My wife was doing some work with the needle, and so that was too fine for me, so I got to hooking rugs. One of the first ones that I hooked was the poinsettia, as you see here. I took it to the Wood County Fair, and you notice I got a red ribbon. Blue ribbon was first. I got a red ribbon. That was second. I thought I ought to have first, but they didn't think so.
Mr. Jordan, can you tell us a little about your painting?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. Now, this one is one that I painted after I went to Phoenix, Arizona. They have the Roadrunner as the bird, and I stayed at a hotel, and at the hotel, on every window and door, they had a caricature of the Roadrunner, and so I thought I'd like to paint that. This is a pastel. I painted that with colors. This I am very proud of. This is a peony, and it's supposed to be the most fragrant perfume of any of the flower in the world. And I painted this, and it turned out, I thought, pretty well. I have one framed on my walls at home.
This has been Dan Hansen with Mr. William Jordan for News 6.
Bowling Green has many terrific people. Here is Robin Neal with a story concerning Olympic skating champ Scott Hamilton.
A famous student by the name of Scott Hamilton, who just placed 5th in the 1980 Winter Olympics, spent much time in Bowling Green. Scott began skating at the age of 9 as a therapeutic treatment for a cystic fibrosis-related disease. He attended Kenwood for the first 7 years of his education. In the 6th grade, he received the Barron Creative Arts Award for his figure skating ability. The award is presented through teacher selection for a student they believe has best demonstrated some unusual creative endeavor. Mr. Latoma, the principal, remembers Scott as being a likable student who has displayed much enthusiasm and leadership. This is still evident since Scott's fellow American Olympic teammates elected him to carry the flag in the Olympic parade.
Straight line footwork. your foot, 2 changes of positions minimum. There's a forward camel, sit spin, broken leg sit spin, step to a back camel, jump hop into a back sit spin. Unusual, difficult, and okay. And that's it for Scott Hamilton. Nice going. 21 years old from Bowling Green, Ohio. He skates for the Philadelphia Skating Club.
Even though our school is modern, there is a blend of old and new. We recreated the medieval ages at our Guild Fair. Mike KUNSTMANN has this report.
Students in Kenwood 6th grade learn all about economics. They learn about opportunity, costs, and trade-offs, assets, supply and demand, and profits, discounts, savings, and expenses. And all of it is fun. They learn by means of the medieval Guild Fair, in which students make and sell their own products. This makes them producers. Their wares are purchased by other students and parents, the consumers. Wares range from 2 for nickel candy to a hand-tooled leather hat, which costs $7. Other items are wooden toys, stained glass monograms written in Old English script, candles, and live plants. Students have to figure overhead. Students also re-examine their pricing methods and take a consumer survey. They list persons or places to whom they owe money for materials that they have to buy. They sometimes decide to take orders for additional items. Even with all of the work, students enjoy the activity. They dress in medieval costumes. Music of the time, the smells of foods, coats of arms, medieval decorations on the booths of the guilds all add to the experience. They especially enjoy the profit that they get to keep. The Guild Fair has become a tradition, and each year parents and other students want to come and buy the bargains.
The BGSU Recreation Center was first opened January 1979. It is a beautiful example of fine architecture and exciting activities. News 6 reporter Shelley Aspinall has this report.
The Rec Center was designed by Thomas Sung. The many activities that people play are racquetball, handball, squash, and basketball. There is an exercise room and a dance studio. Many students participate in the karate program. Their instructor is Mr. Haddis. Karate is an art form of physical fitness that developed in the Orient. It is a skill that encourages participants to be in control of their bodies at all times. The earliest known form of karate began in China. Okinawans developed it to a higher degree during the 1600s, after their government had forbidden them to carry weapons. In the early 1900s, karate was introduced from Okinawa to Japan, where it is most popular today. It has become more popular in the U.S. The students that learn karate do not do it for the purpose of hurting others. They take it for many reasons. Another very important part of the rec center is the Olympic-sized pool. It is called the Cooper Pool after Dr. Sam Cooper, who was the BGSU swimming coach for many years. It is now managed by Tom Stubbs, the BGSU swimming coach, who also works with the town students. The town students who are on the swim and diving team have practice every morning before school at 6:15. Then they are picked up by their parents and go to school. There are about 75 students who participate in the program, so you can see how popular it is. 2 students who went through the program are now on the BGSU swim team and have earned scholarships to the university because of this training. Cooper Pool is Olympic size. It is 50 meters long, 25 meters wide, and 6 meters deep at the deepest point. People of all ages, including senior citizens, use the pool.
Education, recreation, and Bowling Green, a great sensation!
Thanks for watching News 6. I'm Kirsten Edwards from Kenwood Elementary School in Bowling Green. Next week's show will feature